Hi, I'm Mrs. Trotter. I teach biology and anatomy here at Marietta High School, and I would like to take a few minutes just to share a little bit about our course and how it's set up to get you oriented so that you'll have a great semester. If you see here on the screen, my contact information is listed there, my email address you can reach me at, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. The phone number listed is just for in-person instruction only, as I am not in the building during virtual learning. You can also reach me in Schoology by using the messaging feature at the top of your screen inside the platform. My schedule is listed here. You can see I teach biology and human anatomy and physiology. I do have office hours from 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning and from 2 to 4:30 in the afternoon. It is using your class link for biology. You just hop back into our Zoom link at any point. It is the same link for class and for my office hours. If you are in anatomy, then you're going to use the office hours link, and I'll show that to you in just a minute. Little bit about myself. Originally, I'm from Pennsylvania. I have a bachelor's degree in biology education from Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and I also have a master's degree from the University of Maryland in chemical and life sciences. This is my 23rd year of teaching, 17 of them at Marietta, so I'm a Blue Devil. I also taught in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Florida, so I've kind of seen a little bit of the East Coast. I love outdoors. I love to travel. Of course, I love spending time with my family, and you can see there is my husband and my 3 daughters, ages 10, 13, and 25. All right, let's talk about the course a little bit. I'm going to walk you through a couple slides, and then I'm going to do it live so you can actually see what it would look like from the student view trying to click through our course in Schoology. So if you are looking for our Zoom link, the Zoom link's at the very top of the page, regardless of what course you're in, and then all of the course information can be found underneath that. Our assignments can be found in the unit folders. You can see there, if you have completed your work, you should see a green check under your unit folder or lesson folder. And then if you want to know where to find work, that's a big question. How do I know what I'm supposed to do? Well, you can find that out in a couple different places. One is by clicking into the folder, and of course there are due dates on the folders, and also completion rules are set. That's how you get those green checks. And there's also on the right side a calendar that says upcoming, or you can click on the calendar and you get this view here on the right where you can see actually on the day what is due. So once you click into the unit folders, you will see they are divided up by lessons. And those lessons, once you open the lesson folder, you can see that there are instructions at the top of the page, and then anything underneath it is required unless it is in the Go Further folder. So let me take just a moment, and I'm going to show that to you live. So this is me inside a student course. And if I click on my courses tab at the top of the screen, you can see here are my course options. So I'm going to go ahead and click into biology. And once I click into a biology, as a student, I see my Zoom link at the top, again for biology. This is not only for our class, but it is also for the office hours. Inside the course information folder, you will see that there is a lot of information for the class, not only how to navigate Schoology, that's what the course overview is, but also our syllabus. There's a student information sheet. Our online textbook is also in this folder. If I click into our unit, there's a couple things I want you to see. You'll see underneath each unit, or excuse me, each lesson, there is a check mark. If you have completed everything in the lesson, then that check mark should turn green. So if it's not green, then that means you're missing something, okay? So how do I know what to do? Well, if I click into my folder, we're going to do lesson 3. Lesson 3, I can see the instructions. In the instructions, it tells me what am I supposed to do each day, and there are dates on these for when we have done them in class, and also when they are due. Those items that have due dates on them, I have also put the due date on the assignment. So if you look down here under the lab assignment, there is a due date attached to it. Anything that has a due date attached to it, you will also see on your calendar. So if I go out to my main course page, in the top right corner, you'll see here's what's upcoming and when is it due. If I click on my calendar, I can then also see what is due each day. There is a large calendar at the top, which gives you everything for all of your courses, okay? Beside that calendar at the top of the screen, you will also see the messaging feature if you would like to send me a message. Now, big question, how do I know if I've done everything? I think I have. I've gotten green checks. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'm missing something and I don't know what I'm missing. On the left-hand side, you can click on the Grades tab, and it will show you all of the assignments that are graded for your course. And so as a student, I have done a couple of these so you can see what it looks like. So if I did the assignment and it is scored, here's the little paper that says you turned it in and the score. And if I leave you a comment, it will be right there. Here is a lab discussion, and I can see I made a comment, but the teacher didn't score it. So you can see the dash there. Oh, these ones, there's nothing there. I didn't turn it in. What do? I can actually click directly on the link, and it will take you to the assignment. Okay, that is one option. Another option, let's see, we have a WebQuest assignment. If I click into my assignment, this one is super important for students and parents alike to see. If you look here on the right-hand side, there is a button. It says resubmit. And the reason it says resubmit is because I submitted my assignment. The link for it is directly above that button, okay? If I want to resubmit it, I can click on that button and it will give me this box. This is the same box that comes up the first time you submit it. Couple things I want you to see. There is an upload tab. That upload tab is if you are trying to upload a document that is saved on your computer. If you are trying to upload something that is in Google, which will be many of the things we do, what you have to do is click on this resources tab, and you will notice here it says, there's nothing in my collection. If I go to apps, if you have never downloaded the Google Drive resource app, you will get this message. So when you click on Google Resource Drive, you need to approve. When you approve and connect, what it will do, you have to allow it, it will actually pull all of your documents out of Google and bring them into this Google Drive resource app. So if I want to submit something now, I can actually click on the assignment, go to import, and import the file, and it will upload, okay? And then it will tell me, look, I've now submitted something a second time. Your teacher will be able to see both things you submitted. Okay, so let's go back out and let's talk about other things. So that is the same for both biology and anatomy. Okay, submitting assignments works the same way. So regardless of whether you're in biology or you're in anatomy, you're going to see the same thing. So let's talk about some biology information. Here are just some highlights from the syllabus. Of course, you can find this in the orientation folder. Grading for the fall looks similar to the spring, except for we do have a milestone exam in the spring. Currently, the state has decided that that is still standing. If that changes, we'll let you know. But for right now, it is there. So it is 20% of the grade in the spring, and that is decided by the state. So the percentages of our categories will look a little different in the spring. For the fall, there is no final exam. Grades are based on what you do in the class. This is a little different than the spring, okay? The spring, we didn't really give any zeros, nothing was late. That is different from the fall since we are full virtual learning and we are doing live instruction. So 50% of your grade will be summative and 50% of it will be formative, and you do need to do the work and you need to try and get it in on time. If for some reason you're having trouble, we understand totally about technology and things going on. We're all trying to get through this together. So please, if you're struggling with anything, just reach out to me. I am super sensitive to that and I will definitely work with you. But you do need to make sure you communicate with me. If you are missing class, you need to let me know just so I know what's going on. And if there's anything that I can do to help, I would love to be able to help you. What we are going to be talking about this year is on the right. So we're going to look at, of course, what is the structure of living things, because biology is the study of life. How do we classify them? How do living things change? How do they use energy and matter? How do we get heredity? And what does that look like? And then, of course, the big picture, how does our environment work together? The resources listed at the bottom, of course, our course is run through Schoology. Logging in, you just use your Google credentials. And then, of course, your grades, official grades are stored in Aspen. So that's where you want to check your grades. Our textbook this year is the Discovery Tech Book for Biology, and the link for that is in the orientation folder in our Schoology course. Materials, we don't need many. You do need some paper. You can put it in a binder, that would be great. I'm not collecting that this semester because we are virtual, but that would be a good place for you to record your information so you have something to study from, especially since in the spring we have a milestone, so you'll need to keep your stuff to review. You may, from time to time, need some art supplies, as we'll be doing some like at-home type labs. We are doing our absolute very best to make sure that they are things that it's not going to send you running to the store all the time. We're trying to use what we think you might have at home. And we will also always give you an alternative virtual option if you don't have the materials. But we do want to take a chance to get you away from your computer and doing some hands-on science where we can. You may need earbuds or headphones. That's up to you in your home environment for this semester. In the spring, when you come to class, you will want earbuds because we will be doing some stuff still online. For human anatomy, grades are similar but a little different, still summative and formative. Of course, there is no final exam. 60% of your grade will be the summative, so exams, quizzes, projects, labs. 40% of it is your practice, so homework, classwork, etc. Resources are similar. You may need some art supplies. Of course, you need some paper and something to put it in. We will be, again, doing some at-home projects and labs, trying not to make you run out to the store every time. I'm trying to be sensitive to that. If ever you don't have the materials, we're going to try and make sure there's a virtual option, and just let me know if you need assistance getting any of the items. So for anatomy, we are actually dealing with the human body and how all of the systems work together to keep you living, okay? So anatomy goes further than biology. We actually get into specialization in tissues and systems, and we do a little bit of preparation for those people who want to like go into medicine. We kind of talk about some of those things just to kind of give you a taste of that. And we have a lot of fun. It's a very hands-on course. We do a lot of projects, labs. We'll be doing some dissections in the spring. I do encourage you to reach out to me if you have any questions. I am so excited and I've really had a good time getting to know your children so far. We've had a blast. They have great personalities. And I thought that that would be really hard for us to do that on the computer and get to know each other, but we really are making it work. And so thank you for entrusting your children with me. I hope we have a great year. If you ever need anything, I am here for you. Just reach out and I will do my very best to help. Thank you. Please take a moment and use the QR code to sign in for our virtual open house. Thank you.